Good evening, fellow hair loss people. So I get a ton of questions through Reddit, through Facebook, and one of the most common questions that I have is, there's so many clinics in Turkey. How did I end up choosing Dr. Gur? And so it's a funny story. I didn't initially. I chose Dr. Cinik. I'm sure you guys have seen him. He's who I booked with originally. And what happened was he asked for a deposit. I think it was €500 deposit. And I put in, I have like 4 different credit cards, tried them all, wasn't taking. And while doing that, while waiting for them to try and resolve the problem to take my credit card, I'm part of a hair loss group on Facebook called Hair Loss Conquerors. And the guys in that group, there were a couple guys that posted that had negative experiences from Dr. Cinik. And it freaked me out. Basically, at that time, Dr. Cinik was only doing about 2,500 to 3,000 grafts in a single session. And me personally, I knew that I needed more than that. I needed somewhere between 3,500 and 4,000 grafts, and I wanted to get it done in a single session. That was important to me. So at that time, it kind of freaked me out. I ended up canceling and not putting my deposit down with Dr. Cinik. I did a little bit more research. And then the perfect opportunity happened for me. Dr. Gur, through Fuecapilar, had a cancellation for the exact time that I needed to go do it. The more and more research I did on Dr. Gur, the more happy I was with not only the hairlines that he was doing, but the work that Fuecapilar and Dr. Gur have done. Things that you should know about Dr. Gur is he only does a maximum of 2 patients a day. On the day that I had my transplant done, I was actually the only patient in there. For those of you who didn't watch our previous videos, I got picked up around like 10 or 11 a.m. It was a very long surgery. It was about 13 hours total. But for me, that was awesome because I got to get it done in a single session. Didn't have to awkwardly sleep, go back the next day and get another session. I got it all done in one sitting. Another awesome thing about Fuecapilar is it's an all-inclusive package. Even if you choose their cheapest package or most expensive packages, all the packages are all-inclusive. What that means is they picked me up. The only thing I had to basically book outside of the package was the airplane rides. Other than that, they took care of basically everything. So I arrived to the airport. There was a guy waiting there with a letter and a number designation. So I got picked up by that guy. He took me to my hotel, which was about 40 minutes away. The hotel is then only about a probably 45-second walk from the Fuecapilar office, from Dr. Gur's office. So it was a seamless process, and they handled it very professionally. Jose is the contact for US translating, or for English translating, and he was constantly talking to me through WhatsApp. He was keeping me informed, and it was an awesome process. Another really important thing is most hair transplant places do kind of this one straight across line for people's hairlines, and that is not something that I wanted. I actually have had a widow's peak ever since I was a kid. Growing up, I was the kid with the widow's peak. Not a strong one, but I always had a little bit of a widow's peak, kind of like you can see here. And that was really important for me. Dr. Gur will actually really listen to the details of what you're looking for in a hairline. And that was one thing I mentioned to him was, I had a widow's peak originally, and I still want a widow's peak because that's what my hair looks like. So we sat down. The whole hairline design process was pretty long, and he was very thorough and attentive the entire time. So between that and then the 1 patient a day thing, and just knowing that the focus the entire time was going to be on me. There's a lot of other clinics. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're good or bad. I know Cosmedica, I had a friend who went there. They do like 30 patients a day, and that's awesome. And I think they're really good at it. My friend's healing up really well, and he's had success with it. But for me personally, this is why I chose Dr. Gur. If you guys have any other questions too about Dr. Gur, Fuecapilar, or anything like that, please let me know. I am still healing up. I just did my 2-month video yesterday. Not a whole lot of progress between yesterday and today. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. And otherwise, drop a like to my video, drop a comment if you guys have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.